That was Kai Xiaoliu on China's Got Talent at the age of 23 in 2011. He said he wrote the song for his girlfriend who disappeared in the Christchurch earthquake, a story that is unverified. He was knocked out in the first elimination. A decade later, Liu was at a chandelier-lit venue at Northcote Point, where dozens of paid musicians, including members of the Auckland Philharmonia, played his music. Former conductor and now disgraced music teacher Peter Thomas waved his baton, while Liu beside him hummed into a microphone. Uploaded demos on his website are cosmic-themed, including I Miss You Across Galaxies, Dancing with Nebulas, and A Kiss in a Spaceship. One musician told RNZ that Liu once booked out the Bruce Mason Centre to record his music. She says he had 5 costume changes and moved the mic like he was Elvis Presley. There was no audience. Another musician who didn't want to be named says he got paid about $500 a day, recording tracks for Liu who went by the initials KL, which he said stood for kind love. While he thinks hundreds of thousands of dollars would have been paid to musicians, it was never clear what the music was for. His words are voiced.
It went on for a long time, and for musicians it was good work, because there was nothing there after COVID. Everything's dried up, and this was a good gig for those musicians.
Liu wore sunglasses, a face mask and gloves during the sessions. The musician says the music sounded like it could have been written by AI, and the way Liu spoke felt off.
I remember him saying at the very, very start that aliens were going to come and pick everyone up at some stage. That was weird.
Another musician, who also didn't want to be named, says Liu sometimes appeared frustrated that the musicians weren't more interested in his music.
He seemed very naive and sort of frustrated that, like a frustrated artist who couldn't convince the population of his vision.
She says he always brought an assistant, whom she now knows was Liu's wife, Lucy Xia. She recalled that the woman acted submissively to Liu.
She was always referred to as his assistant, and he would treat her like an assistant. It was, Michelle, can you do this? Michelle, get them this. So yeah, that was weird.
Music is one of the few things in the trial that offered clues about how Liu may have acquired some of his followers. A detective told the jury that one of the women who lived with Liu's family in Orewa told police that someone had died in the house after falling, but it wasn't her friend's fault. Senior Constable Nian Zhao asked the woman who these friends were.
She said she met the people over internet through a website, kind of a music website, a song website, and she referred to the occupants of the house as friends.
However, it remains unclear how Shulai Wang from a village on Hainan Island came into contact with Liu.